Hey, long time no see. I'm driving to work right now. This morning I decided I'd listen to the Bible on the Bible app that everyone uses. It's got an audio feature. Anyway, I've been reading Exodus. I started at the beginning, and then kept going straight through, and I'm in Exodus. So I forget when I started, but it's been a good journey, one chapter at a time. So, listening to the I'm in Exodus 19. God, I never saw this before. God told Moses, I'm going to come. Like, the people have been complaining constantly. Like, they only see what's in front of them. They don't see with eyes of faith. They don't believe in what they don't see. So they don't see food, so they're going, I'm going to starve. And they don't see water, so they're like, I'm going to die of thirst. So they're always complaining against Moses, which essentially is complaining against God. And so then God says, you know what, so far I've just been talking through you. I'm going to come down to the mountain. I'm going to speak to the people myself. They're going to hear my voice, and then they'll fear you forever. Like, this is God's expectation. And then, God warns him he spends an entire chapter, 19, explaining to Moses, warn the people. When I come and speak, they're going to try and run up to see me. The elders of the people, all the priests, they're going to run up and try and see me. So don't let them. Warn them. Set boundaries. Threaten them even. Like, if you come up, God will come out against you, and if you do touch the mountain, we're going to he told Moses to let no one put their hand on them, but to stone them with stones or shoot them with an arrow, whether it's a man or a beast even. So they better not come up. Don't tell them not to come up, because I'll come out against them and devour them. And obviously God didn't want that. And so he tells Moses to tell him this. He tells him this, and then he says, do it again. Like, tell him. Oh, he calls Moses up, and then he goes, go back down and tell them, don't come back up after they hear my voice, because they're going to try and run up and see me. They're going to try and see God. Don't let them. So that's like chapter 19, the entirety of it. Chapter 20 is the Ten Commandments. God speaks his law with his own mouth from the mountain. And he speaks to the people his commands, and they hear his voice. And there was smoke, and there was the earth trembled, and there was thunder and lightning and that sort of stuff. Like, it was crazy. Like, the people were just like, and the people do exactly the opposite of what God is expecting. He's like, if they don't let him come up, to warn them, don't come up. They don't even try. Like, they're not even, their impulse is completely opposite. Instead, it says that they stand afar off, and they're afraid of God. And it's like, oh no, this is the God that saved us and brought us out of slavery, and oh, that loves us, oh no, and then they stand afar off because they're afraid. How sad is that? That God's people are afraid of him. But what's sadder is that God's expectation is that when they hear his voice, that he's like, in his mind, in God's mind, he's like, oh man, when my people that I've just saved, when they hear my voice, they're going to want to be with me. They're going to want to come up and see me. But don't let them, because I know the reality of it, that my glory, my presence will burn them up. But boy, if they'll want to come and see me, and they don't want to see him. They don't want to come up and see their God. Instead, they're afraid of him, and they stand afar off from him. It's sad. That's so sad. When God wants to be with us, and then we stand away from him. I don't know. It's poor God. Because we're so... I see myself as them. And it makes me sad that I make God sad. And disappointed. That I don't want to be with him. Instead I'm afraid. It's dumb. Why do I do that? Okay. Have a nice day.